230, 230, 230, 230,
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Darling, it's the Shy Life podcast.
Okay, looks like the hairy guy's ready to record. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, I hope he hasn't found out my secret. I think he has.
Okay, here goes nothing.
Hello and welcome to another episode of the Shy Life podcast. How are you doing? Yes, this is me, Paul the Shy Yeti. So, what are we doing this episode? Well, as you know, it's coming up to Valentine's Day. So this is going to be our official Valentine's episode of the Shy Life podcast for 2019. But, well, you know what things are like on this show. We do embrace these sorts of holidays. We embrace Easter, we embrace, Halloween and Christmas and New Year, even if I'm not a big fan of, well, that many of any of those except for Halloween. But since I've been doing the podcast, I've enjoyed the challenge, I suppose, of presenting you with, I've just thought of another holiday, April Fool's. I like that one. Yes. Yes, I wonder what I'll do for April Fool's this year. Well, you've got a month or two to wait to see about that. Anyway, as I say, yeah, I mean, some of these holidays, they're not necessarily things that I'm particularly fond of, but I do enjoy presenting you, you know, with Christmas episodes and New Year episodes or even an Easter episode. But Easter's not so easy unless it involves eggs or Easter bunnies. Christmas and New Year are one of those ones that it can be as religious as you like or, you know, as non-religious as you like. Anyway, I'm getting off the point here. So, today we're doing our Valentine's episode. But as with previous years, I'm not sure how romantic or lovey-dovey our Valentine's episode is going to be. Well, I have a story to present to you. Last year, a lot of our episode was to do with Bettina and Damius and like their first date. This year, it's about them again. But, well, it is good news. It's exciting news. But as you'll see, oh dear, there were hiccups along the way and questions that are raised and, oh dear. I think it's just best if we run the theme music and you'll soon see what I mean.
He's not that shy.
Oh, it's the Shy Life podcast.
Yeah.
All I wanted was a pie.
And then I hatched out of an egg. Okay, bring the mic over. He's ready to record.
It's the quiet ones you've got to watch, you know.
Look, Babs.
But that boy, he's not all that shy, is right.
If you thought that was bad, just listen to this.
Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait for it to begin.
It's the Shy Life podcast. So, listeners, here we are. It's our Valentine's episode. It's about Bettina and Damius and, some really good news that came out the other day. But, well, ever since the good news happened, there has been, well, more trouble than you'd imagine. Oh dear, oh dear. It all started like this, with a call from space, from Ick, up in space. Yes, Ick. We haven't heard from him for a while, and there he was sending a message. He'd heard the news. I think he'd been jumping forward in time or something. He knew before anyone else seemed to, anyway. I'm not sure if he didn't know before Bettina and Damius, to be honest, but anyway, here's Ick's message.
Hello, Paul, did you hear the good news? Gosh, apparently, Bettina and Damius are engaged to be married. Can you believe it? Gosh, I know, it's been talked about for a while, but I never thought it would actually happen. But it has. How wonderful. How wonderful. You must be very excited, had you heard? Oh, golly, were you there? Did you see it happen? Gosh, how romantic. Isn't it Valentine's Day? Or around that time with you? Oh, gosh, I'm so pleased. If you hear from them, give them my best wishes, won't you? Okay, well, I just wanted to let you know that I knew. How wonderful it all is.
If Bettina had proposed to Damius or Damius had proposed to Bettina, this was the first I knew of it. Wherever they were, it wasn't here in London with us, and yeah, it was new. It was a surprise. I was a bit annoyed I didn't get to speak to Ick at the time. I mean, there's lots of questions I've got for him about what he's doing, but I thought maybe he'd know more. There were none of the regulars in at the time, so literally the only thing I could think of to do was to call Bettina herself and ask her, well, what happened? Well, sure enough, she confirmed. She confirmed that it was all true.
Oh, yes, my darling. Yes, we're engaged. Oh, isn't it wonderful?
Well, yes. Gosh, well, congratulations.
Darling, we would have told you, but you know what that Ig is like. Gosh, it only happened about 5 minutes ago.
I guess he was just nipping forward in time and saw it somewhere, I don't know.
That's quite possible, darling. Yes, quite possible.
So where are you at the moment?
Oh, darling, travelling around.
But in England or in France or America or...
Oh, no, darling. Yes. No, we were in America. We went over to see Aunt Tabby, but no, we're back in Europe, travelling around. We're still going to meet you in Venice in a month or so?
Yeah, that would be great. Great. Oh, that would be nice, yes. Love to see you in Venice. So, who was it? Did Damius propose to you?
Oh, no, darling. I proposed to him. I've been thinking about it for quite some time. Yes.
Oh, dear. Well, that's good, but I'm just a little bit concerned because I know that there are money considerations from what you've told me at different times.
Oh, darling, yes. I know, but we're not going to rush into it. Actually, I'm expecting a bit of money to come through quite soon, so it'll all be fine. It'll all help towards the wedding.
So have you set a date? Are you going to have a long engagement?
Well, not long, not for years, darling. But we're thinking of a sort of winter wedding.
Oh, what, like around the time of my birthday or Christmas or something?
Darling, that would be lovely. That is kind of when we were thinking. Actually, I did want to ask you a question before I book anything.
Oh, yes, what's that?
Well, have you got any idea when your episode 300 would be?
Episode 300... Oh, wow, Bettina, are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Well, we just thought that maybe, if there was space for us in your episode 300... then maybe we might get married during it.
Oh, golly. Well, let me think. We usually get about 80 or so episodes done a year, sometimes a bit more. So we're in the... So if I do some sums... episode 300 would be towards the end of this year. It might even slide into the very start of 2020, but the only thing I'm worried about is that it could even clash. Might end up being our Christmas episode at the end of this year.
Oh, a Christmas wedding would be lovely, darling. Yes. I like the sound of that.
Well, let me do some figures and some calculations. I'll get Cuthbert involved, and I'm pretty sure I can give you an answer. Wow, Bettina. Oh, golly. Episode 300. Talk about booking far ahead.
Well, darling, it takes time to prepare these things.
Yeah, I guess it does. Listeners, isn't this exciting? After all, I suppose we were talking about the murder mystery weekend, almost as soon as episode 100 was done.
Yes, darling. I know you like to signpost things, get them prepared, keep the listeners interesting. This is my ultimate gift to the listeners. Getting married on the show. How wonderful, hey?
Yes. Wow, cool. This is very exciting.
I'm glad you're pleased.
Bettina, you were saying about money, that your problems are going to be sorted?
Well, yes, darling. Do you remember that Mr. Placonte?
Yeah. What, the antiques dealer?
Yes, darling, yes. Well, I'm getting him to come over, and he's going to do some... I can't remember if I told you this already.
I can't remember either.
Well, anyway, yes, he's going to come and value some things. The house.
Oh, what, in England?
Yes, darling, yes. And we don't want to sell up the whole place or hand it all over to the charity or sell it to them or whatever. But I believe I have quite a lot of possessions that, that we can make some money. And I'm hoping that'll pay for the wedding, I think.
What about Damius? Surely he must have some savings.
Oh, yes, darling, but I'm quite a traditional girl. I like to pay my way. So, we're a bit old to have, parents sort of paying for our wedding, so, no, we'll do it ourselves, but I want us to go 50-50.
Oh, well, that makes sense, I guess, yeah. Sure. So, is Damius there? I'd like to give him my congratulations.
Oh, yes, darling. Damius, dear. It's Paul on the phone. Oh, hello, Paul. How are you?
Very good, thank you. Congratulations on your engagement. So pleased to hear it. How wonderful.
Oh, thank you. Did we do it in time for your Valentine's episode?
You jolly well did, yes. How fantastic. Listeners, hey, you see, you can't accuse us of being cynical or non-romantic.
Oh, no. No, absolutely not. Oh, no. It's very lovely.
I hope you'll tell me all about the actual, proposal. Where were you and things like that. Well, I suppose as long as it's not too outrageous.
Oh, no. Oh, no. It wasn't that outrageous, no. What are you thinking, Paul? You weren't naked or anything.
Oh, well, if you were, then...
No, darling. Oh, dear. Oh, dear, oh, dear. But we will tell you. Oh, dear, oh, dear. It's all so exciting. It's quite a... We both feel quite dizzy, don't we?
I'm not surprised.
That would probably be the champagne we've been drinking.
Yes. Wow. Dear, I think I should go and find some champagne. Do you mind if I tell the others?
No, that's fine, darling. You tell the others. We'll speak to you in a bit. Oh, yes, we'll speak to you in a bit.
Oh, yeah, okay. Oh, you haven't told me. Oh, they've gone. Sorry, listeners. I want to hear more about the proposal, actually what happened. Anyway, well, as soon as I know, I'll let you know. I'm sure it's awfully romantic. Guys, what do you think about all this then, eh? Well, it's very exciting, isn't it?
Oh, yes. I'm pretty excited. It smells like love to me.
Oh, you would say that, Martin. Oh, dear, oh, dear. Oh, dear. Well, I guess it's a good thing that Ike's not here. Don't say that, we miss Ike. No, I mean, he's a bit of a romantic as well, isn't he? He'd be all, oh dear, oh, how lovely it is. That was not a very good impression of Ike. Oh, I never said I was an impressionist.
Oh, I guess I know what you mean. Yes, he's a bit like that, isn't he, though?
So, come on, what do we know? I don't think we know very much at all. There's been mention of setting a date, but I do not know. I don't think I know much more than anybody else.
Do you think they'll have a summer wedding?
Oh, no, I don't think it is going to be that soon. I think there was a mention of episode 300. Blimey. Episode 300. So, how many episodes did he do last year? It was 84 episodes of the Shy Life podcast in 2018. All right then. So what are we? We were at 202, and then add 84. So, well, I guess it depends on how fast he releases episodes, I suppose. Yes, I know, but it's looking like it would be, I don't know, somewhere between November and January, I would say. Oh, it's a busy time of year for podcasting.
Yes, indeed it is. What with Halloween and his birthday, and then Christmas, and, well, maybe the wedding will happen the same time as one of those episodes.
Well, we already know. Episode 300. But I guess I know what you mean. Well, we'll just have to see. Yeah, it must make it quite difficult to actually plan anything, book anything, until a bit closer to the time. I'm sure it can all be arranged. It is exciting. After all, we love them both, Bettina and Damius. So good that they have found a happy life together. Yes, I guess so, yeah. Oh dear. I'm a bit negative at the moment.
Why is that, Yeti Uncle John?
It is because the love of Yeti Uncle John's life has become engaged to another person.
I didn't know you were in love with somebody, Yeti Uncle John.
I wouldn't say love. Lust, maybe. And only for the dinners.
I do not understand what you mean.
I think I know what he means. Let me explain to you, Martin. Yeti Uncle John has a friendship with a lady called Gladys.
I did not know this. I'm obviously not paying enough attention.
That is quite possible, knowing you, Martin.
Yes, well, So where did you meet this Gladys?
Well, she's on the radio. When Paul goes on the radio, on Radio Way, with Tim and Nathan, the last year or so I've come along too. And anyway, Tim has this virtual pub, and Gladys plays piano there. She doesn't say a lot, but she cooks a brilliant Sunday lunch. Yes, Yeti Uncle John was hoping to go there for Christmas. Of course, that did not work out.
Oh yes, now that's beginning to ring a bell.
Yes, well, it's not right. It's not right. Yet Uncle John is not pleased because Gladys has become engaged to be married to somebody else.
But she wasn't your girlfriend, was she, Yeti Uncle John?
No, Gladys wasn't my girlfriend. She was just somebody that I used to buy flowers for, in the hope that she would cook me a nice Sunday lunch. Well, you know, Yeti Uncle John, you can't have everything. She was bound to find somebody one day. Yes, I know. But him, the Vicar of St. Nicholas, he's so boring. Really boring he is. Have you actually met him? No, but I've been stalking his Facebook profile. He looks so dull. He arranges fates.
I could sniff him out if you like.
No, I don't want to get into trouble. I'm hoping to go back on Radio Way soon enough. Maybe I can talk around. You could get Paul to read some romantic poetry. Woo her.
Ah yes, a woo-ha, a wooga, a wooga.
What are you two on about? I guess if Paul gave me one of his romantic poems, then maybe I could I could read it to her and woo her. Oh gosh, now you got me at it. Well, it's possible, huh? Anyway, now listen, Martin, on a slightly different matter, I was asking you the other day if you had any clips from Sutton Park that might be slightly romantic. Do you know of anything?
Well, I'm not sure. I'm still looking, but I think by the time this episode is edited, I either will or I won't.
Oh dear. Well, I guess this is the time where we need to put the clip. So, well, let's just hope that you have found something romantic, huh?
I'll do my very best. Let's just act like I have. And if it's not romantic, then just hope that the listeners aren't paying too much attention.
Oh, it's quite possible. They're probably doing their washing whilst they're listening to this, or, I don't know, hoovering, or, I don't know, cleaning out the cat litter. Oh, Yeti Uncle John. Oh, so disrespectful. I do hope they're not doing that. You can't dictate to your listeners what they do whilst they're listening. I don't want to even think about it. It doesn't bear thinking about.
Yes, they could be cleaning out their belly buttons.
Martin, please. No. Let's just... Right. Coming up now, listeners, we have a lovely romantic clip for you from the past, from the archives. It is very romantic. It's from Sutton Park, and it's from the 1990s. Martin, please put on the clip.
I'm putting on the clip now.
Oh, I bet it's wonderful. Yes, of course. Very wonderful. Here, listen now.
Gentlemen, the train will shortly arrive at Birmingham New Street. Passenger travelling from Wolverhampton, Crewe, Manchester, Liverpool, stations to Glasgow. Please change at Birmingham New Street. On departure from Birmingham, this is recorded Burton-on-Trent, Derby, Chesterfield, Sheffield, Doncaster, York, Darrington,
Hello?
and Newcastle.
Where am I? Oh, home. That was very strange. Oh. Hello, Paul. Where have you been? Goodness sake. I've been away for hours. Got back and, you weren't here. What's been happening? I've been daydreaming. Well, I don't know. I was thinking about Harry and Robin and how I hadn't seen them for ages and how everything had changed. And I was thinking about them and suddenly I was there and everything was very strange. It was like I was really there and they were all acting peculiarly. And then I came back here and then there was this strange man. This man with a hook for a hand. A man with a hook for a hand. A man with a hook for a hand. That reminds me of something, Paul. It reminds me of something from my past. Something I've read.
Horner, why are you looking out the window? Hi, viewers. Hi. Horner was going to try and work out if anything that I'd seen when I saw Harry and Robin actually meant anything. That business with the seeing that thing with the hook, that hooked hand, at some point and that was very peculiar. And Horner said he remembered it. He was going to check up and try and find some information about it. Horner, have you found anything yet?
Oh, sorry, I was just looking out the window. There was I thought it was somebody trying to break in from Sutton Park. No, it's the landlord's busy with the drainage. No, the what's it called? Gutters. Yeah, he's out there. Don't worry about that. Yeah. Yes, I have actually done a bit of research. Well, not so much research, but I've definitely remembered something about a story I heard about a hooked man, a local story. Something during whilst I was in Sutton Park. I'm going to the library, Paul. I don't know if you want to come. I'm going to see if I can dig out some more information. This strange dream you had about Harry and Robin, and then this hooked man. It might have some importance, and I want to try and find out more about this man. He rings a bell. It definitely does, and I ought to find out. I've got to take a book back anyway. Yes. You going to come?
I don't know, Horner. I really ought to be going. I've got some work to do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I've got to go to a lecture. I'll go to a lecture, actually. It's a new experience for me, really. Yes. Yes. Don't scare the landlord when you go out, will you, Horner?
What? Oh, no. Don't worry, I won't be long. No, I'll be right. I'll see you in a bit. All right. Oh, Horner, you forgot your book. Horner. Appear to have missed him. Oh dear. He left his book. Cataloguing? Why, Horner? That's extremely odd. I wish I could remember. It's so infuriating. There was a story. It was about a lake. It may have been this lake across the road. That's why I need to research. It was something to do with a murder. Yes, that's right. Some sort of murderer killed a lady, dumped her in the lake. Yes, that's right. A strange man. They never caught him. It was about 5 years ago, maybe longer. The man. They thought they had a suspect. There was a strange man who lived opposite the lake. He had a hooked hand, and everyone was scared of him. He used to dress like a pirate, with an eye patch, and he didn't need the eye patch. No one could understand it. But then the police came, and he'd moved. He'd gone away. That's right. They said he was a maniac. He'd lost his hand in some sort of fight. Some sort of terrible fight. And he murdered this girl for no reason at all. He just attacked her. But they never found him. That was it. When was it? That's right. She died on Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day. Oh my God. That must explain why Paul suddenly got that strange image in his head. Today is Valentine's Day. My God. There's something strange going on here. I don't understand it. Some connection between Paul's images in his head and the date, and something very odd is going on. I remember now, but only very vaguely. There was some other connection there with his death. As I say, it was about 5 years ago. This strange man who used to wander the lake with this hook on his hand. The doctors said that he had been at an asylum and he'd escaped, but they didn't want him back, basically. Threw him out into the community, and then he killed someone. I've got to go to this library. If I can find some old papers from 5 years ago, I can find something else out about it, a bit more details. I have a feeling it must be something to do with the fact that it's Valentine's Day today. I think it was 5 years ago. This lady was murdered on Valentine's Day. It's all very strange. And as I say, I'm sure there's some link between the death 5 years ago and some other legend, some other myth about somebody else dying in that lake. I just only wish I could remember it, which I can't. Right, time to go. I've got to find out some more about this. It's infuriating. Horner? Hello? Hi viewers. Hi. Got back from your lecture. No sign of Horner. Yes. Well, he's supposed to be researching. So, check downstairs. No sign of Kerry still. Paul. Hello. Hi. Basically.
Hi. Oh,
You forgot your library book you were going to take back.
Yes, yes I did, didn't I? Cataloguing by Horner. But you thought I'd written that, didn't you? No. That's a relative of mine, mate, that. Look, he was a senior lecturer at the College of Librarianship, Wales. Those letters after his name and things. Quite an old book, but he lent it me. I must say it's terribly boring. But then again, I'm not a librarian. Chain procedure and the dictionary catalogue. It's extraordinarily exciting. I was going to take it back to the library, but you can look at it if you like. No thanks, don't worry. I'll be okay. Did you find anything out about the man with the hook? Then the lake, the murder thing? Yes, Paul. I found out all I needed to know about that. It's not good news, Paul. Pretty horrific story. I'll tell you if you like, but you may need to brace yourself. Well, no, I'd like you to tell me the truth, please. Tell me the story. We'd like to hear, wouldn't we, viewers? Well, Paul, it's a mysterious story. Turns out that there was a death by the lake, the 14th of February 1990, which was 5 years ago. The lady's name was Jenny Scotsman, and she lived locally. She was murdered, as I said. The shocking thing is, she was murdered by a man. They never actually caught him, but as I said to you, let me just explain. This house, number 349, was actually two houses once. This part and the part over there. They were actually knocked together to make two houses about 3 years ago when the new landlord came here. Anyway, in 1990 this was one big house, and the man who they think did the murder, who vanished soon afterwards, he lived in that big house. What's more frightening is I've been exploring. There was another death very close to the lake in 1970. In 1975, there were repercussions. There were reports again about people had seen a person by the lake with a hook. In 1950, there was another murder by the lake. Again, in 1955, there were further reports. 1920, 1925, similar reports. In 1870, 1830, and 1810, there were also deaths or near attacks. It's just worrying me. I have a nasty feeling that something may happen again. See the pattern: 1970, 75, 50, 55, 20, 25. It's exactly 5 years since this last death, and I have a nasty feeling that something is going to happen, some repercussion. I don't like it, Paul. Anything could happen. The date has now passed. It is now 5 years. In the next couple of weeks, in the next couple of days, the next few hours, something strange might happen. Another death may occur.
Goodness, that is absolutely awful. But these 5 year periods after the deaths, 1925 and all that stuff, did anything nasty actually happen in those periods?
Well, there were no actual deaths. But there was a couple of near tries. There was a report in 1975 of a young lady who was attacked, but luckily escaped. 1955, a young child was pushed into the lake, but was actually saved. But no, something will happen. It might not be so lucky this time. If something does happen by the lake, we need to be there to avert any possibility. That's what I'm saying, Paul. That's all I'm saying. We need to be there. Goodness knows what will happen and when it will happen. We've just got to be careful. We've got to see. That's the main problem. I don't know if you've realised it yet, Paul.
Realised what?
Realised what I said. 1970, 1950. There were reports of a man with a hook. Now that's okay. The man who did the murder could have been around in those dates. But in 1870, 1830, there were also reports. I think we're dealing with something, some immortal, or some person with an extraordinarily long lifespan.
Has it happened? Has it happened? Has he put the clip? Yes. Ah, what a wonderful clip that was. I hope you enjoyed that, listeners. So romantic, huh? Ah, yes, I never realised that Sutton Park could be so romantic. Thank you, Martin, for your hard work trying to find that clip.
Yes, that's fine. I hope it didn't disappoint.
Yeah, I bet the listeners were really enjoying it as they cleaned out their belly buttons. Yeti Uncle John, stop this.
Mind you, Yeti Uncle John, I still think that's a good idea. Why don't you ask Paul if he's got a romantic poem?
Yeah, I think I might. Yeah, I don't know where he is. I think he was going to be talking to Toppy on the phone. Or was it Aunt Tappy? Toppy, Tappy, one of the two. Oh dear. Yes, right, well. Oh dear. I'm sure you'll find him, so just ask him, huh?
Yes, I think that's a very good idea.
Oh, yes, I'll do it. Hey, Toppy, have you heard?
Heard what?
About Bettina and Damius. They're engaged.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I did, and Tabby told me about that.
It's quite exciting. I think, I mean, it is. It's good. It's good, I guess. Yes, it is good, but it's sort of a surprise.
It's good. Yeah, right? Yeah. Surprise? I think I was too.
Yeah. I guess it's been, if you think about it though, they've probably been a couple for like a year, and
has it been that long, really?
I think I remember them talking and reminiscing about sort of semi-dates that they'd had, like last Valentine's episode. So yeah, we're a year from then. So it might even have been around that time they started being a proper couple. But
I guess I had no idea it was that long. Huh?
Yeah, no, time goes by fast in podcasting world, doesn't it? But,
yeah. Gee. Well, it's something. Yeah.
Apparently, the only thing I've heard about, I think it's going to be a relatively quick engagement as well. The only date that they'll say is episode 300. They won't say that's the date we're going to get married. Episode 300.
Oh well, okay. I mean, gee, I know you like to do special things.
But that's them. That's them saying that. It's them. I think they clearly want to. They want to be the centre of attention for episode 300.
Oh, I see. I get it. That's kind of cute.
So, I think their calendar works. They must have a calendar with episode dates rather than blank episode numbers rather than days. But
yeah, that's what they do.
I mean, the way I look at it, sort of following the same pattern as last year, episode 300 could well be our Christmas special in 2019.
That's right. They may not be all that far away at all.
Yeah, because there was 84 episodes last year, and we're on whatever 230 or something by now. So yeah, it could well be sort of definitely late in the year that way.
Well, you can be talking midsummer. Who knows?
Well, it depends if I speed up. Yeah. I don't think I can manage more than. I think last month was it December? I released 10 episodes. That was the most I've done in any month. But yeah, no, it's exciting. Goodness knows what sort of. I mean, I hope we'll be invited to the stag do and the hen night. But
what did you call it? A stag do?
Stag do, yeah.
Really?
Bucks night, is that what they call it in the States?
Well, we just call it a stag party, but I like stag do. And I'm going to a stag do.
I did go to a hen night once. I think I went to Nick's wife Ali's hen night, but I had to sit outside when at one point because they had an Ann Summers party at one point. Do you know?
Okay, we gotta back up. First of all, you said stag do.
Yes.
Then you said head. What did you say?
Hen night.
Head night, and then you said
Ann Summers party.
Summers party. Okay. Explain this.
So what do you call a hen night? What do you call the ladies' version of a what do you call a ladies' version of a stag do?
You know, other than a ladies' night out, I'm not sure we have a name for
Okay, well
it.
we call it we definitely call that a hen night. So
Hen night.
Bettina will be having a hen night, presumably with Aunt Tappy.
All right.
And well, an Ann Summers party is where the ladies get to try on bits of like underwear, maybe. But it seems. I think it's it's. I guess it's a sort of. I think they must have somebody. I don't know how it works. So I didn't go into it, but they must have had things like, you know, ladies' things that they can sort of. I don't know. They probably find it amusing. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know why they do it. I mean, I can't. I can't imagine all the straight men sort of in the stag do sort of trying on different pants and that being fun. I mean, that sounds like a gay night out, but
Yeah, I was going to say that would be good for a street
but
crowd.
I don't know. I don't really know. Don't really quite. I'm not the best person to tell you what. All I know is that I had to wait outside for about an hour whilst they did that.
Oh,
And-
well, Aunt Debbie didn't say anything about a head.
No. She might be asked. She might be expected to arrange it. I'll have to have a word with her later.
Oh, God.
But anyway, we've got plenty of time. But it's exciting. It'll be our first Shy Life podcast wedding, I think.
Well, I mean, it should be a ratings buster, as they say.
Unless somebody else gets married in the a surprise, or it comes back from space, engaged or married to something. Something that's very disrespectful. Sorry, if you're listening.
Yeah. You know, I mean, I wonder if we could tell the difference between the female and the male of the species when it comes to dick.
But, well, to be fair, you did judge that alien beauty contest once upon a time. So
well, that's true.
You're probably best. You're probably best experienced to answer that.
Yes.
Have you ever had a smellcast marriage, an actual episode where you've done a wedding or a? I know you have various. No, I know you have various characters. I know there are various characters who have romantic relationships and things.
Yeah, but you know, there never has been, not really even anything like an engagement. Because it hasn't happened per se, but you never know. Now that Roger's back, you know, Aunt Tappy has, before he disappeared, they were all about getting married. So
maybe it'll be a double wedding at this rate. Oh my goodness!
yeah.
Oh dear. Love is in the air.
I guess so.
Hey, Aunt Tappy, it's me, Paul.
Oh, hello, Paul dear.
How are you? I've got something to tell you.
Oh, yes.
Well, there's probably something else that you think I'm going to tell you, but no, you won't guess what I'm going to tell you. I'm writing you a poem.
Oh, you are. Oh, I'm honoured. Oh, how lovely.
Well, you'll never guess who suggested it to me first. It was Jay the Horn Cub. He said to me, well, "You should write a poem about Aunt Tappy," and I thought, well, yes, maybe I should. So I started to, but it's not finished yet. But I haven't been writing poems as much as I used to. So I've got a few on the go, and I write a few lines, and then I go back every day, and I twinkle it a bit. So it'll be done. It'll be finished eventually. But I thought I'd read you the first 8 lines, if you like.
All right, I'm all ears, dear.
Okay. Right, yes. Have you met my dear Aunt Tappy? You'd not forget her if you had. She is quite the finest lady, but there is so much more to add. She's a miracle of science. She is magic, that's for sure. She is polite and she can cook. She dresses well. She's so demure. That's what I've done so far.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, that's me all over the place. You've caught me perfectly. Well, yes, mostly. No, it's wonderful, dear. I absolutely loved it.
I shall write some more. By the time this episode comes out, I may even have finished it, but I'll let you know when it's done. But
yes, well, isn't that nice that Jay the Hot Cub thought of me? Oh dear.
So, but the main news, of course, is Bettina and Damius getting engaged. Are you excited about this?
Oh, I'm so very, very. Oh yes, no, not really. Are you?
Well, when it's nearer, I expect I will be.
I've got all kinds of worries, dear.
Well, I've been to so many weddings over the years. This is special, and I know they want to do it for episode 300. So that means I don't have to think too much about what we do in that episode. So that's good.
Well, that's good for you, dear. But I'm not sure that helps them or the situation at all. Now, I'm not sure you've really put your mind to this at all.
What are your concerns?
Well, honestly, I can't believe you have. Well, for the starters, there's the age difference, you know.
Well, I don't think there's that much, not as much as you think. I don't think. I mean, Damius is no spring chicken.
Well, that may well be, but the truth of the matter is, dear, there's also the size difference.
Oh,
oh dear. Oh, yes. Oh, my. I'm not sure what I mean by that.
I'm not sure what you mean.
No, I'm sure it's all kosher. No, I just mean that in terms of height, dear.
Well,
their
yes,
heights.
Yes, she is a very tall lady, Bettina, but and Damius quite short, but.
Well, and then, Paul, dear, I'm astonished you haven't thought of this, and perhaps just have a wee little bit of reservation.
Well,
but anyways, but there's the certain fact that, how shall I say, Damius went a little cuckoo, not so long ago.
Yes, but that was over a year ago now, and his medications have sort of, that should be something that they can cope with. I'm sure, but
yes, but Paula, how do we know he's not cuckoo nutso right now?
I'll tell you what. We're talking about this between you and I.
Yes.
The thing that worries me is it's probably more Bettina than it is Damius, because.
Oh, thank goodness, Paul! I thought you had lost your mind, but you do have reservations.
Well, I do.
Continue.
It's the money thing. When I saw them in Marseille back in the last summer.
Paul, I saw that Marceau once years ago. He was wonderful. Continue.
Well, it seems like she's been racking up a lot of, of bills, and she does love to shop. If somebody offers her, I believe she's coming to see you soon. So it's great. I mean, it's good that she's coming to see you and everything, but.
Well, Paul, are you quite sure about all this? I've never known Bettina to be without more than sufficient funds.
Yes, I know, but you know how the big house that she inherited, she sort of ended up giving it over, half of it to a charity, and now there's talk of she might have to sell some of the antiques in it, and
I don't believe it, Paul. Bettina and I talk often, and she's never spoken of this at all.
I know. I think she's. I may be talking out of turn, but I think, they've been doing their travelling show. They've been travelling around Europe with a caravan and doing sort of like impromptu, like in theatre tours and stuff. And
isn't that quaint?
And it's nice, but I think they're still living above their means, and I think Damius is concerned about that.
All right, you mean to tell me now? Bettina assured me that she's doing this because it's fun, but you seem to be telling me that they're doing it because they put out their hats at the end of the show and people throw coins into it or something.
It's not much more than that. I mean, I don't think they're getting a regular wage, and they're not poor, but they're. Well, I think as much as they make money, she's spending it again. So,
well, you know that Bettina always was a bit of a spendthrift.
Damius is auditioning for things, but you don't get paid much for being a hat stand, and the money from sort of commentaries on DVDs for Bettina's films, again, this sort of one-off payments. You can blow that on a pair of shoes, or she can. Well, anyway, I mean, I think she's been in contact with. You remember, Mr. Well, you probably weren't involved because you remember when she bought when you sort of united and she bought you all those things, antiques and things.
Well, yes, she was very generous.
Yes, well, I think we're going to talk to the same antiques dealer and see if there's things in her house that really haven't been, she's got cellars and she's got space in the roof of the house. There must be things all over that place that just are in storage and.
My goodness, has it really come to that? We have to have a thrift sale to say, this is terrible, Paul.
I think it's been a long time coming, but I think they just need to sort themselves out because...
yes, by the way, Paul, there's a certain lamp that she's had for years that has this lovely green shade on it that's got all kinds of flowers and things, intricately sewed patterns, and don't sell that, I'll take that.
Okay. But, well, I will be sort of trying to help out as much as I can.
Oh, yes, I'm sure. Oh, this really does concern me, Paul. She hasn't said a word about it, and here you are telling me that you have to go and sell her silver. I'm just terribly worried now.
No, I'm sure it's not that. It's just, well, you did ask me if I had any concerns, and I think I'm only stating concerns that Damius has himself, but...
you mean Damius knows about all of this?
Yeah.
He knows...
Well, he knows, and he's always... I think it doesn't help with his nerves, being that he's the one who kind of pays the bills at the end of the month. And
that's just what I was saying, Paul. Nerves,
No, but... It's a two-way thing, though. I mean, if she's causing the nerves... she needs to think about what she's spending, but...
Well, I think everyone should be thinking about this. Oh, no, what am I going to do? When I talked to her, Paul, I was just, isn't it lovely, isn't it lovely? Oh, Bettina, yes, it's lovely. Congratulations, Bettina. But really...
Well, the thing is, don't say... I know she's... I believe that she's coming to see you quite soon in the next few days, and Damius has got an audition in the States, so they're doing it all, and she's doing an audio commentary somewhere, but of course she's, rather than just travel domestic flight or whatever it is, the business class, she's gone first class, and it's just sort of, I don't know. I mean,
well, see, I think it's that Damius, he's driving her to spend money like crazy, don't you think so?
Well, no, I think it's the other way around. He's trying to stop her spending, but because Damius is very frugal. I mean, like he is with his acting,
dear me. Yes, he is a frugal actor. That's a perfect word to describe him, Paul, dear.
I saw him the other day. He was playing a fruit bowl. Playing a fruit bowl. I've never seen such a wonderful fruit bowl.
Yes, Paul, he does a marvelous fruit bowl, but it's the exact same act he does when he's a hat. He just flips himself upside down.
I haven't seen him be a hat. I've seen him be a hat stand. I don't suppose he can be the hat on his own hat stand. That would just be weird.
I don't know. Yes, it would, dear. Oh, that would be a sight. But no, in fact, one night he amazed audiences by being a hat 1 minute, and in the next scene, only seconds later, do the magic of scene changing and all that, he was a bowl And all we did was flip over.
It's amazing. And I saw him be a canvas in a play last year.
A canvas. Oh, was he a blank canvas?
He was. That was the whole play. Yeah, it was a play called Art, and he played the canvas. And it's a play about a man who buys a painting which, to everybody's else's view, it appears to be a blank canvas, but the person who's bought it can see all these lines on it, supposedly, and he's paid masses of money, and it's a really good play. But I went to see it a few times in the 90s, and they had a revival, and Damius was playing the canvas this time. It was amazing. So.
Yeah, you Brits have such a strange sense of humour, but yes.
Now, has she asked you to organise her hen night? I was talking to Toppy earlier. He wasn't sure that whether that would be the case, or whether maybe she hasn't even discussed it yet. It's way off.
Well, she mentioned it, and I told Toppy that we could use it as chickens.
Yeah. I'm not quite sure if that's the sort of hen night she'll want, but maybe. Anyway, she's coming to see you, so I'm sure you'll end up.
Well, I suppose I'll hear all about it then, yes. Yeah. Oh, Paul, what am I going to do when she comes? How will I ever masquerade as though I'm pleased with all of this?
Well, just, you've done your share of acting, so just, what I was going to say, what do you do when Toppy comes up with some harebrained scheme, but you usually give it to him straight, don't you? You don't...
Yes, I don't mince words with Toppy. He can't.
No.
He just won't get it through his little thick skull if you don't be stern with him.
Oh dear. Well, I hope it goes okay when they get there anyway. But,
Oh dear. Oh, I'm going to have to think about this a lot, Paul, and I want you to stay in touch with me and tell me every little thing, every detail, and don't spare anything. And if you see any signs of the whole facade cracking off, tell me that right away. That's a straightaway phone call, Paul. Don't even hesitate. Just call my direct line, 555-5555, and tell me, because that's, anyways, I'm sorry, I'm getting crazy here, aren't I?
You know my number. It's 123-456-789. So.
Oh, yes, of course. I think there's an extra one in there, but I guess that's the same with all you Brits.
Yes. Well, we have to have an extra one. Okay. Well, I'll speak to you soon.
All right, Paul. Thank you for calling.
That's all right. I'll get busy with the poem as well.
Oh, we calling or visiting, dear?
No, we're calling.
Oh, all right. Thank you for calling, dear.
Oi, Paul. What? Have you finished on the phone? Yes, I finished on the phone. What did they say? Toppy, Tappy? Which one did you talk to? Well, sort of both of them, really. Oh, right. What do they think about this whole wedding business? Well, they're very excited, of course they are, but, there's a slight worry that they might be rushing it, but, Bettina's got money problems, and, there's something else that's nagging me too, something that is clearly nagging them, but they're not really talking about it. What are you talking about? What do you mean? Oh, I don't know. I guess outwardly we're all very excited. Inwardly we're a little bit, we're a little bit reserved because we're not quite sure. We're not quite sure about something. That sounds like pretty normal, to be honest. Yeah. Anyway, I didn't want to talk about them anymore. I wanted to talk about me. Oh, yes. In what way? Well, Gladys from Radio Way. Yes. Well, of course I do, yes. Well, how when we went and recorded with Tim and Nathan at Christmas, I found out that she was engaged to the Vicar of St. Nicholas. Yes. But does he have a name? Yes. Nick Nichols. You what? The Vicar of St. Nicholas is called Nick Nichols? Yes, the Vicar of St. Nicholas is called Nick Nichols. Well, I never. What a strange name for the Vicar of St. Nicholas. Nick Nichols, the Vicar of St. Nicholas. Gosh, that's quite a tongue twister. Yes, it is. Nick Nichols, the Vicar of St Nicholas. The Vicar of St Nichols is... No, the Vicar of St Nicholas is called Nick Nichols. Nick Nichols, the Vicar of St Nicholas. Nick, oh, Nickers. I don't want to talk about him. I thought you did want to talk about him. Oh, well, no, what I want to do is work out how to split them up. Yeti, Uncle John, you can't. This is our Valentine's episode. We were doing so well with Bettina and Damius getting engaged. Yes, well, for every bright light there needs to be a bit of darkness and depression. Really? Really? Yes, really. So, yes, I need your help. How do you want me to... look, how do you want me to help? I'm not happy with this, Yeti, Uncle John. Splitting those two up. Splitting up Gladys and Nick Nichols, the Vicar of St Nicholas. Yes, exactly. That's exactly what I want to do. Splitting up Gladys and Nick Nichols, the Vicar of Nick... No. Splitting up Gladys and Nick Nichols, the Vicar of St Nicholas. Oh dear, I don't like the sound of that. Splitting up Gladys and Nick Nichols, the Vicar of St Nicholas. Whatever next? I don't know, but shall we not keep repeating their name? It's probably for the best. So what's your plan? Well, I've been talking with the others, Cromarty and Martin, and one of them suggested that I try and woo her. You try and woo her? Woo Gladys? I didn't think you loved her, though. I thought you loved her dinners. Oh, well, yes, but I'm not getting dinners anymore, because she's too busy cooking for Nick Nichols, the Vicar of St Nicholas. Dear. Well, yes. If Nick Nichols, the Vicar of St Nicholas, is her boyfriend, then obviously she's going to be thinking about cooking for him, not for you. Yes, but I'd want that to change. I bet you do. Well, you know, maybe they don't have to split up. Maybe she just needs to see me as somebody who likes eating her dinners. She doesn't have to love me. She just has to love cooking for me. Oh, I don't know. Have you got a poem, Paul? Come on. You don't have to get in. All I want is a poem. I want to be able to read her a poem. A lovely poem, a sort of romantic poem. You know, and then she might think of me differently. I don't know. I'm not very good at writing romantic poems. It doesn't come naturally to me. Usually I write sarcastic or cynical poems, particularly about romance. Come on, you must have something. Gosh. Well, I've got listeners. I actually have a set of pretty much all of my poetry books down here in the Library Podcasting Studios. I cleared off the shelf specifically. Since the Library Store has become my podcasting studios, my man cave. It is your man cave, isn't it, Paul? It's also the common room for all of the Shy Life Podcast cast members. Yes, I guess so. There's still only like one seat and like one of those library kickstep things. Yes. Look, let me have a look. Gosh, there must be something. Look. Well, what about this one? Is it romantic? Yeah, it's kind of romantic. It's from my book, Do Yeti Wear Pyjamas? From 2010. Go on then, let me have a listen. Okay. It's called Love You, Stinky. Love You, Stinky. Yes, or you could say, Love You, Stinky. Alright, go on. Love you, Stinky. I love you, Stinky, what a pest. Could I make a quick request? Could I make a small suggestion? Ask a quite intrusive question? Is your smile brand new and shiny? Is your ego large or tiny? Is your love now torn to pieces? Is your forehead full of creases? Give me a kiss or just a wink. I love you dearly, but you stink. I love you, stinky, filthy fella, skulking in some seedy cellar. Should we make a pact that's binding? Your innocence is kind of blinding. I promise not to ever out you. You've got a charming way about you. Are your earlobes rather waxy? I think it's best I call a taxi. Except I'd like another drink. I love you, honey, but you stink. I love you, Stinky, what a terror. You took a bath. Was it in error? You cower down behind the sofas. I can't abide soap-dodging loafers. I want you and I love to flirt, but I simply cannot take such dirt. The muck you wear's a hardened layer. My rubber duck's a real team player. Perhaps you ought to see a shrink. I love you, sweetheart, but you stink. I love you, Stinky, but it's a pity. You're not more kind, yes, not more witty. It is a shame, I know it's mean, but can't you, won't you be more clean? If in a bath you duly basked, you'd be my love quite unsurpassed. Could it be something in your blood, some strange allure about wet mud? How I'd love to see you in the pink. So come on, my scrubbing brush should shift that stink. What do you think? I might have to change it a bit because it's supposed to be written to a man. But I mean, if you want to read that to Gladys, then I guess I could do some rewrites. Well, Paul, yeah. Love you, Stinky. Love you, Stinky. Something about it, yeah. No, I think you're right. Yeah, no, I think she'd like that. Love you, Stinky. Yeah, just tinker with it a little bit, and then ping it over to me, and I'll go and see her and read it. Yeah, I love you, Stinky. Yeah, I think she's going to be quite impressed. Yes, well done, Paul. Good choice. Well, that's okay. Anything I can do to help. I just a little bit cautious, you know. I didn't want to seem unhelpful, but I am concerned about you trying to split Gladys up from Nick Nichols, the Vicar of St Nicholas. I don't want to split them up. I just want to get some dinner. All right. Well, I do feel a lot better, and I feel a lot better for Nick Nichols, the Vicar of St Nicholas. Good, yeah. He's still a very, very boring chap. I don't know what she's doing with him. She could do better. She'd have more time to cook as well. Now, Yeti Uncle John, can I just have a word? Because I am concerned. You do know that you could cook for her, don't you? I don't like all this sort of... It's very old-fashioned, some of what you're saying. Well, at least it seems to be to me. You know, we like to think of ourselves as quite a liberal, forward-thinking sort of podcast. You don't just think of Gladys as, you know, somebody who cooks for you. You know, that's it. You aren't taking advantage, are you? No, not at all. I mean, you said, why don't I cook for her? I don't cook for her because I can't cook. And I really can't learn. I really can't. Last time I tried to cook, I burnt this kitchen down. It's just a nightmare. Blimey, goodness. Now, maybe you're right. No, I know it does come over. It does come over like, you know, that's all I think of. But just you wait. She loves cooking. She does love cooking. But, you know, and she's really good at it. She's really good at it. And if you want me to say it, I'll say it. I love her cooking. You see? This is the Valentine's episode. And I'm talking about love. Why aren't you happy, Paul? I guess I am happy, kind of. But no, a lot of this doesn't sit very well with me. It really doesn't. It makes me uncomfortable. First you're talking about splitting them up. Then you're talking about, you know, that she's cooking for you, and you know, it's like she's some sort of servant, and not. I think that you're sort of blurring the lines between taking advantage of somebody and oh, well. Anyway, we'll just let us know what happens when you speak to her. Oh dear, sorry, listeners. I'm really uncomfortable about this whole business with Yeti Uncle John and Gladys and Nick Nichols, the Vicar of St Nicholas. You really have no reason to be, Paul. So you tell me. I'm not sure I'm convinced, listeners. Are you? No. Yeti Uncle John. At this rate, we're never going to be winning any awards. Awards? What sort of awards? Is there any cake involved? No, I don't think so. Oh dear. Moving on. Moving quickly on. Yeah, oh yes. Is it time for a cup of tea?
Hello, darling. It's me, Bettina.
Bettina, dear.
Hello, I'm calling from the Royal Imperial Hotel in New York.
Oh, really? You're in the States? How wonderful. Why didn't you tell me you were coming, dear?
I did, dear. I did.
Oh, well.
I'm due to be riding with you tomorrow, dear.
Well, for heaven's sakes, how could I have forgotten? I'm sorry, it's my fault.
Yes, I'm just arrived over here. I've been recording a commentary for a DVD that I'm doing. I did years ago. The film I did years ago, but I'm doing the commentary now. And Damius has a series of auditions. So.
Damius is with you?
Yes, but he won't be coming with me when I come and visit you because he's got auditions all week. So.
Oh, all right. Well, that's good. That's terrible that I'll be missing.
Yes, I'll leave him here and. After I've finished my commentary work, and then I'll come straight over to you.
dear. Oh, dear, dear. Oh, it's wonderful. I can't wait to see you, oh, dear. Oh, Bettina, I've been so worried. I've been waiting to see you for so long.
Everything's so exciting since the engagement.
I can imagine. Yes, I imagine it is, dear. You must be very happy.
I've got so much to discuss with you. We'll have to have a hen night and all that sort of thing.
Oh, yes, I found all about, apparently you need chickens and something like that. I don't know, I can't remember what the devil ball said.
Oh, well, I'll explain it all. Yes. Darius is such a dear. He took me out for an all-you-can-eat brunch today. Always watching the pennies, is Darius.
Well, for heaven's sakes, that sounds dreary. You know you don't like those things. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to criticize.
No, but we have to be watching the pennies because we're doing this travelling tour in Europe.
Watching the pennies, you say? Watching the pennies?
Yes, the caravan keeps breaking down, and it's a real money pit.
Oh dear. Honestly, Bettina, I never thought of you as caravans and you in the same sentence. It almost makes me want to cry.
Oh, no. It's great fun. Now listen, anyway, I need to go and get prepared because I've got another commentary to do this afternoon, so I'll be with you about lunchtime tomorrow. I think I'm getting the 8 o'clock train to Pickle Hollow, and I shall be with you by lunchtime, I believe.
All right, I'll pay the fare, dear.
Oh, okay. Thank you, darling.
All right. Oh, dear.
Bye-bye.
All right, dear. Bye-bye.
Hey, listeners, we've done a lot of talking in this episode, and I've sort of managed to get this far without letting you in on the very key moment, the moment that Bettina and Damius became engaged. So have a listen to this. Miraculously, it was recorded.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh, just sitting out on the balcony, trying to work out what our next show will be. La 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 la. La 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 la. Oh, hello Bettina, I didn't see you there. What are you up to? I thought you were going shopping. Well, yes, I am going shopping, but there's there's just something I wanted to ask you, dear. Oh yes, what's that? Well, you know, darling, I've just been thinking, and is there any chance you'd any chance that you'd like to marry me? Would you marry me, Damius? Would you? Oh, well, that's strange. I was just thinking I was going to ask you the same question. Oh, darling. Oh, what a coincidence. Well, you know, I was going to wait until Valentine's Day, but it seems you got there first. I did rather. Of course, we could pretend I hadn't said anything and just wait until then, if you'd like to be the one. I mean, whatever you like. No, Bettina, it's fine. It's absolutely wonderful. Of course, my answer will be yes. Yes, I would love to be married to you. I would love to be your husband and have you as my wife, Bettina. Oh, darling, that's fantastic. Oh, I'm so pleased. Oh, it'll be wonderful. Wonderful. So many plans to be made. We must tell people. Oh, yes. Yes, we must definitely tell people.
So there you go. It's as it happened, quite out of the blue. Or at least, you know, Damius was just sitting there on the balcony working, and Bettina, well, I guess Bettina had been thinking about it. And anyway, very exciting, very romantic. But yeah, that's it. Hello, Toppy Smelly. It's me, Yeti Uncle John. How are you doing?
Oh, Yeti Uncle John, I'm good. How about you?
Yeah, I'm all right. I think. Have you heard about this whole engagement with Bettina and Damius?
Well, yeah, I have. What? Aunt Tabby seems a little concerned, but
you don't think it's just
sounds like good news and everything, I guess.
Yeah, I suppose so. You don't think it's just like a blatant, because it's Valentine's Day, they have, sort of ratings winner. Or I'm just thinking,
Well, it's funny you should say that, Yeti Uncle John, because just between you and me, I wouldn't put it past Paul to, kind of come up with this whole screwball thing, just to, get a few ratings points out of Valentine's Day. But that's just between you and me.
No.
You could very well be right.
It wouldn't surprise me, but then I suppose if that was the case, then he would have to have convinced Bettina and Damius to do it, and I don't know, it's weird.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to get a new suit, I suppose. I haven't got a suit, not one that fits me anyway. Oh dear. Unless maybe I could just appear on iPhone or something. I can FaceTime them and I could be sitting in my pants back at the house.
Well, that's probably okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. What's the going style there? Do you British fellows have to have the vest and the overcoat and the shirt and the tie and the
I don't know. It depends whether
cummerbund and an ascot?
I think it depends on whether you're. Well, it depends on whether you're actually part of the central team, and or whether you're just a guest. I think guests can get away with wearing as long as they're smart. But it depends if I'm part of the party, if you know what I mean. I don't know that I would be, so I might just come in my pyjamas or something.
Here's what I think. This is the look you want to go. Tweed.
Oh yes.
Tweed. Yeah. You would look excellent in tweed.
Oh, thank you. I expect I could get something from a charity shop. There's probably probably some tweed in. Maybe it might be a frock. I might go in a tweed frock.
I'm pretty sure there's. Well, I heard. I don't know. There's lots of tweed farms around there.
Oh yes. That was yes. I think it's quite possible. Sorry. Cromitty's here now. What are you saying? What are you saying to him, Toppy Smelly? He cannot turn up in his pyjamas.
No, I wasn't telling him to turn up.
Oh, I just heard him say about pyjamas at a wedding. No, it was not your idea.
He's very concerned about what he's going to wear. But no, I'm sure he wouldn't show up in his pajamas. But I was telling him he would look good in tweed, don't you think?
Oh yes, I think so. Yes, but I don't think he want to wear. I don't think you want to wear the same thing you wore to that other wedding you went to once. I saw pictures. He went in a dress made from paper, and then it rained.
Yes. Uh-huh.
And
that's
yes,
not good.
There are some quite revealing photos on Facebook. Oh, he's gone, so he's not hearing me. But yes, he made his suit out of newspapers, and it looked quite good for the first 5 minutes. And then when it rained, he was standing in there, and well, there were things that I have seen that I will never unsee.
Oh dear! Oh gosh!
Although I believe he had about 7 different people calling him up to make dates afterwards. So you never know who can be impressed by such things. So.
Well, maybe I'll have to try that sometime. By the way, Cromitty, the other day I saw this movie. It was called Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
Oh, yes.
And there were several characters that sounded just like you.
Oh yes. What is it? Is it from Bulgaria?
Yeah.
Yes.
They were all villains, which I thought was appropriate, because now I get it now. Once upon a time, you were somewhat villainous, but not anymore. But anyways, in Bulgaria, they were like mean villains.
I think that I don't know if I come from there, but I may come from, because I do not totally know my own background, because...
No, of course you don't.
But it would be quite possible that I either come from a very close neighbourhood, or I think you're right about the accent. Yes.
Yeah. So are you looking forward to this party?
Well,
is that what it's called? What is it? Is it? We're just getting together. Or is it a party?
Which party? What the?
Don't confuse me. Whatever's happening, Valentine's Day.
Oh no, we're not having a party. No, we're just talking. We've just been talking about Valentine's and just we're just.
Oh, that's right. It was the what? No,
we've been talking about the wedding. I think that's why you are confused.
There you go. That's why I'm confused.
That's not happening till December, probably.
Yeah. Cramedy, what would you, I'm not sure what I'd have to probably buy a whole new outfit. What would you wear?
Well, I will probably wear a suit. I do have a quite nice suit, and but
a black cape.
Yes, maybe yes.
A black top hat.
Yes, I think so. I believe that Aunt Tappy, I don't think she'll be asking me to give her away. I think she already has plans for that. So. No, not Aunt Tappy. That's the wrong character.
Wait, yeah, what?
I'm marrying off your character.
Well, that's fine. Bettina.
I think yes. I think I don't think I will be required to give Bettina away because I think she has other plans. So, so I can wear what I like. I think.
So what do you? Does this all sound good to you? This marriage?
Well, yes, as long as they are happy. I know there are some concerns, but yes. But,
why? What concerns have you heard about?
Well, I believe that Bettina spends a lot of money. But,
that, yeah. What's that all about?
Well, I guess she's always liked to do so, and maybe she's done it so much there's not much left.
Oh dear.
But,
well, I've been there.
Yes. Oh, Martin. Sorry, Martin is standing here just hovering.
Oh.
Martin, come and speak to Toby Smelly.
That's exactly what he hovers. Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, Toby Smelly. I can smell you.
I'm sure. I'm sure. Just don't get quite so close. How are you?
I'm all right. Yes. I've been getting clips ready for Sutton Park clips ready for use on the podcast.
Well, you must be very, very helpful to Paul.
Yes, they are episodes from the 1990s. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yes, of course they are. Because that was when the show was made. Other than the year 2000, everything of Sutton Park was made in the 90s. Martin, don't be stupid.
Yeah, Martin.
Sorry, I always forget to make notes.
Yeah, because your nose gets in the way.
Mr. Smelly.
Sorry.
Well, you speak the truth. You speak the truth.
Don't I? Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, Martin, you sniff around a lot. You know things. What do you think about this wedding?
I think it'll be great. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Although I don't think it'll be for a while. But anything could happen between now and then.
Yeah, we all keep putting the cart before the walnut, or however that saying goes. But yeah.
Yes, the cart before the walnut. That's what everyone says. Yes.
Yeah. Oh, goodness.
Are you talking to Toppy Spencer? Are you talking? Sorry, Top. Hello, it's me. It's Paul.
Hi, Paul. I was just talking to Marvin and Cramedy.
Well, they appear to have scared them away.
No, I'm still here.
You're still here, all right. Yes, we are still here. We shall leave you, Paul. We shall leave you. It's been good to speak to you, Mr. Toppy.
All right, Cramedy. Well, same here. And Marvin, keep your nose to the ground.
Dear, sorry about that.
Oh, my goodness. How do you... Well, anyways, I don't know how you put up with these guys all the time.
Well, it's fine. Oh, dear. I believe that Bettina will be arriving with... well, I don't know if you'll get to see her, if she's going to visit Aunt Tappy.
Well, I hope so. I haven't exactly been invited anywhere, but...
Well, I think it's just I didn't realise that there's a train station in Pickle Hollow. Is that right?
Oh yeah, it's a major metropolitan thoroughfare.
One of them.
Anyway,
one of them, or
yeah.
t'other. Well, well, I just, it's been nice to, have a Valentine's episode where love is in the air, but I think concern and worry is also in the air. So.
Well, that's the gist that I'm getting. That's for sure.
Oh dear.
Well, lots of worry.
Let's just hope it works out.
Well, Aunt Tabby's the one that's fussing, but I think it's a good thing. Damius seems like a swell guy.
Well,
a little nutty, but he's swell. He's a swell guy.
He is. He's a great guy, and I just hope it all works out. That's all.
I just, Paul, these are your characters. They're on your show. This is none of my business. But don't you think that Damius has been different ever since the murder mystery night?
Well, I guess so. But then that's around the same time as they were sort of, started working with the travelling theatre company, and maybe he's worried about that. Worried about them having to make money, and I don't really know whose idea, whether one of them is more into that idea than the other. It's difficult. I'm hoping to see them. I'm going to Venice by the time this comes out, about a month's time. I should be seeing them. I know they're with you in America, or they'll be with Bettina. They will be. But by March, they're supposed to be meeting me in Venice. So maybe I'll hear more then. I don't know.
I suppose, yeah. You can. Hopefully it won't be underwater. I don't know why I said that.
I hope not. Oh dear. Well, let's just hope it all works out.
Well, if you didn't have so many weird characters running around your show, you wouldn't get yourself into these fixes.
Well, you can talk, considering you've got Sassy on your show.
Oh, good point.
Now, I don't want to be a voice of dissent, or or to suggest that there's anything wrong or negative about Bettina and Damius's proposal, because I don't think that. But as time moves on, there have been a number of things that have happened where, maybe it's just nerves. It probably is just nerves. And of course, as Bettina and Damius talk to other people, but mainly, of course, they'll get positive comments, but there will be one or two people sort of saying, "Are you sure?" And this is where arguments can happen, or doubts can be raised. And as I say, I don't want to suggest that we're in any way against this engagement. We aren't at all, but I'm trying to report this to you as it's happening, and I'm aware that there has been a little attack of nerves in the last few hours. Luckily, Cromitty was on hand to offer some encouragement to Damius. We'll have a listen to this.
Hello, Cromitty. I'm so pleased that you were available to speak up.
Oh, yes, it's fine. The connection between us is very fine. You wouldn't think that we were talking via Skype, would you?
No, it's very, very good. I just wanted to, do you think it would be possible to, to hypnotise me through Skype?
Damn it, I'm not sure. We can always have a go, but I am reluctant to use my powers or to hypnotise you without knowing, what is the actual problem.
Well, Cromitty, it's my nerves. My nerves, ever since I agreed to, Well, to marry Bettina, I've just felt really nervous. I don't know why. I suppose it's such a big day. It's the performance of my life.
Well, yes, I could see that. Would this be your first marriage, Damius?
Oh, yes. Well, as far as I can remember, I do have the odd... Well, I do have the odd period where I have very poor memories of... But not recently, I mean, years ago.
Yes, I see what you mean. It's not always possible to remember what happened to one. I have much the same problem, I must admit. So maybe some sort of mild hypnosis. Nothing too heavy duty, huh?
Yes. I just want to be able to sleep, that's all. I've been worrying myself. I've been worrying so much I haven't slept ever since the proposal.
Sure. Now you're not worrying about your voice anymore, huh? I know that when you were unwell at the end of 2017, when you emerged, your voice was deeper and sounded more confident.
Yes, that's true, Cromitty. And if I think hard enough...
I can still speak like this, Cromitty. It's not a problem, it's just, in my daily life, I want to present the genuine version of myself, and when I use this voice, it's acting, it's not me.
So you see what I mean?
Yes, I do. I definitely do. Well, so we're not worried about that. Your normal voice is not anything to do with nerves.
Oh, yes, that's what I've been told.
Good, well, look at me through the screen, please, Damius.
Oh, okay, I'm looking at you. That's a nice sweater you've got on.
Oh, thank you. Yes, it's one I got for Christmas from Yeti Uncle John.
Oh, how lovely. Okay. What happens next?
Well, you just focus on me. I have this medallion. It is swinging. Just follow it. Left to right, right to left, left to right, right to left, left to right, right to left.
Oh, yes. Left to right, right to left, left to right, right to left.
Yes, that's exactly right. So just relax. You hear my voice? Relax.
Oh, I'm relaxing.
Good. Now, Damius, I just want to remember to have confidence. I think that you have no reason to worry. Your life is good. You and Bettina will have a good life together. And you just must relax. You must relax. And just dispel all your fears and worries. Do you hear me?
I am dispelling all my fears and worries.
Ah, good. That is what I like to hear. Well, just keep remembering this, and you will be fine. Okay, it is time for you to wake up now, Damius. So wake up.
Oh, dear.
Damius, are you awake?
What? Oh, yes, I'm awake. What happened?
Don't worry, it's fine. I just planted a little bit of confidence. I think you'll find it starts to grow and to unfurl very soon, huh?
Oh, good. That's very pleasing. I'm very pleased to hear that. Oh, yes. Well, thank you. Thank you, Cromitty. You've been a big help. Very kind of you. Thank you so much.
Perhaps we will speak again in the next few days. You can tell me if you feel any more calmer.
Oh, yes. I think we should do that, for sure.
So, listeners, Damius and Cromitty spoke. Cromitty gave Damius a little bit of help, a little bit of relaxing hypnosis, and from what I know, at least initially, Damius was sleeping. That was the main thing, because that's what he had been missing, was his sleep, and you know what it's like if you don't sleep well, or even if you have a few late nights where you haven't got your full amount of sleep that you need. I'm pretty bad myself. It's okay at the weekend to stay up late, but I rarely get to bed before midnight. I have to really stop myself because, believe it or not, I enjoy making the podcast. I enjoy editing. I like to get new episodes out to you, and it's something I like to do every day if I can. So, but I do have to be careful because I'm lucky that who knows? I probably do need more sleep than I get, but I need to be careful not to get even less sleep than what I usually get. Damius had been having problems, and from what I heard, it seems that he's been sleeping. Although, well, I believe, and don't spread this around, that Bettina said something to me about Damius speaking in his sleep. So, Bettina, Damius is sleeping a lot better, huh?
Oh yes, darling. Yes, he's been sleeping, which is wonderful. I know he's been very restless recently. Oh dear.
What's up? You don't seem quite as pleased about Damius sleeping as I thought you would.
Oh well, darling, it's nothing. It's just that, well, he's he's been talking in his sleep.
Oh yes, what does he say?
Oh, nothing special. Gosh, no. Oh dear. No, just talking in his sleep. It's things that keeps me awake.
Oh dear, Bettina. You can't have that. Well, what about earplugs? He doesn't snore as well, does he?
Oh no, darling, no. No. But I think if anyone snores, it's probably me. Oh dear.
Bettina. Well, I suppose you just have to find a way to adapt. At least Damius is sleeping. But I hope he's not keeping you up all night.
Oh no, dear, no, I drop off. But occasionally I wake up and he's saying weird things. I'm usually too tired to even pay any attention.
Oh, so you don't know what he's saying?
Oh, well, no, I mean, I haven't. I've just kind of turned over and put my hands over my ears, but maybe you're right. Maybe I do need earplugs.
Sounds like it, yeah. Oh, dear.
Hello?
Hello, is that the Toppy Smelly residence?
Speaking.
Hello, it's me, Damius Drinklehorn.
Damius?
Hello.
Well, what a surprise. There's been a lot of talk about you around here lately.
Oh, yes. Well, actually, I was just calling. I can't seem to raise her on the phone. I don't know. Is the mobile reception not very good in Pickle Hollow?
It could be the lines are down. I'm not sure.
I believe that Bettina is staying with Tappy. I'm calling from New York at the moment.
Oh, New York. Oh, you're right. The last I heard, that's exactly what was supposed to be happening. I haven't heard from Aunt Tappy all day. But yeah, maybe they went out.
Oh, well, I'm sure. As long as you think that they might be together, that's all I want to know. I'm busy with auditions at the moment, so I'm just calling in my lunch break. I've been auditioning as a crow today.
Oh, that's a great seal. I mean, crow. It's an excellent crow.
Thank you. Yes. Who would have thought I would have had this renaissance in my career? It only seems 5 minutes ago that you were offering me a role as a kettle.
Well, that's true. Fortune seems to have smiled on you. I'm very, 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 very happy for you.
We never did record that kettle, did we?
No, well, I'm not sure what happened there.
I'm not sure I'd have the time now, but...
Oh.
But, no, if you asked me, I would do it for you, because it's you, Toffee.
Oh, all right. Well, thank you. I've forgotten what episode I needed that for, but it'll probably come back to me.
Well, I won't keep you, but do let Bettina know if you see her that I've called. Maybe her phone will reactivate sooner.
Probably. Before you go, Tommy says, is everything okay? You got enough money? Everything, financially?
I've got enough money, but, well, it's Bettina who likes to spend it so much. I hope she's not going crazy in the Pickle Hollow shopping arcade. Oh, no.
What if that's what they're doing now?
Oh, I dread to think. It's okay. I swapped her credit card with one that's only got a limited amount of money on. She'll only notice if she tries to go really crazy.
Well, just how bad is it?
No, it's fine. I'm just worried that if she goes on the way she is, then we won't be able to afford a wedding, let alone a honeymoon. Oh.
goodness, that's terrible. That's awful.
Well, though, you must consider that Bettina's idea of a honeymoon is not most people's. I think she probably wants a fortnight in Uranus or something.
Oh, good Lord. Possibly. I don't know what it is about this show here that loves the word Uranus. I don't know what. Yes.
It's a holiday destination. If he ever comes back, then maybe he'll take us there for free.
I wouldn't be a bit surprised.
I'm not sure I like the idea. I'd rather go somewhere with a nice view.
Yeah, that's smart thinking there. Danius, listen, buddy pal, keep in touch. Listen, I gotta tell you, between you and me, my Aunt Tip is just more than a little worried about Bettina.
Oh, she'll be fine.
Is there anything else you want to tell me?
No. I just sometimes I find it difficult to keep up with her because I've not been sleeping well. So then she's all high energy, and I'm just trying to. Oh dear, I need to go for a nap.
Well, you know how I worry a lot about you sometimes. You're so frail. I mean, you're a good, manly, frail man, but you're manly in a manly way. You're just a little frail sometimes.
Oh, well, sorry. I'm sorry I dropped off.
Oh, dear.
I need to have a nap, I think. I've got jet lag.
Oh, that probably. Yeah.
Anyway, lovely to talk to you. I'll see you soon, I'm sure.
Okay. Danius, just take care of yourself, okay?
Oh, yes. Thank you.
Bye now.
Bye-bye.
Oh, weird.
I do love your little apartment, dear. It's so lovely. It was always good to visit you here.
Oh, this little space, yes. Well, I haven't dusted in ages, and all these things you see here, I'm probably going to put them in a garage sale or something. I don't know. Anyways, I'm so happy to see you.
Were those stairs new outside? They look new, but maybe you've just polished them. I'm not sure.
Well, the thing is, there was an incident not too long ago, and what we learned is that I should probably have the landlord put a whole new set of stairs in. So you're right, dear. It's new, perfectly new. Much safer.
Yeah, good. Oh dear, it's so nice to just be sitting here, having a gin and tonic and not worrying about recording commentaries.
Who's worrying? I'm not worrying. Are you worrying, dear? Oh, Bettina, tell me if you're worrying.
I'm not. No, darling. Calm down. No, I'm just saying, I've been working and it's nice to relax. Why are you worried?
Worried? Me not. I'm not worried at all, dear. Did you think I was worried? Oh, no. Well, a little bit. But no, not really. No, I'm not worried.
Actually, I guess I am a bit worried.
Bettina! Oh, dear, do tell me all about it.
Well, Darius hasn't been sleeping too well recently, and he's been talking in his sleep, and, I don't know, I don't like to... it just worries me what some of the things he said, and...
Oh, my goodness, dear, what has he been saying in his sleep?
I don't know if I don't know. It goes back to the whole, business with, the murder mystery weekend.
Oh, yes?
Well, I don't know if this... Well, he just seems to be saying, talking about, somebody trying to shoot somebody and he's trying to stop them and he's fighting... Oh, Tappy, I'm just worried. Do you think that Darius could be the person who pushed Zap down the stairs? Do you think that could be the case?
My heavens, what are you saying? Oh dear, could that be? Oh, Bettina dear, is that what you've been thinking about all this time?
Well, just from hearing him talking in his sleep. I mean, he wasn't even there, was he? I can't remember. He was. Oh dear. I think.
Well, we were all a bit punched. We were all a bit punch drunk, you know, dear.
I arrived late anyway, and I don't know. Somebody, somebody pushed him down the
Spit
stairs.
us out, dear. What's happening?
Somebody pushed Zap down the stairs. I mean, he was going to shoot one of us. I didn't even arrive till after it had happened, did I? Anyway, I think I'm worried. Don't forget I said anything. Anything. Even if it was him, he was trying to save our lives, dear.
Oh, well, of course, dear. He wouldn't have any serious murderous intentions at all, even if he was a little not so cuckoo not too long before. I mean, even if he had a little bit of trouble not too long before that.
Oh, well, that's a long time ago. Oh, dear. I think we should stop worrying and just have more gin. That's the plan, I think.
Oh, honestly, that's a wonderful idea. I'll get the bottle this time.
Oh, yes, please.
Oh, it's so exciting. I'm so happy to hear the news. Damius, well done, boy. And Bettina, I am so glad that you got the courage up to finally ask him. May he be your knight in shining armor. And may you have many, many years together ahead of you.
Hello, this is Jay the Haunt Cub, and I just wanted to wish Bettina and Damius, a very hail and hearty congratulations on your engagement. I think it's fantastic. You two are both lovely people who deserve each other, and I'm glad you found each other. And Damius, you know how lucky you are because Bettina is an amazing lady. So again, congratulations, you two. Love you both. Bye.
Listeners, also, I meant to play this earlier. I had a little message from Cuthbert the computer. Yes, Cuthbert the robot, whatever we call him. When he heard about Damius and Bettina, he sent the following words of, encouragement.
My circuit board fizzed with joy when I heard of the engagement of Damius Twinklehorn and Bettina Dupre. I could not be happier. I do hope that I get an invite to the wedding.
And I'm sure he will. In fact, if he doesn't, then I'll take him as my +1. Good old Cuthbert.
Good old Cuthbert. Good old Cuthbert.
Well, considering this is the Valentine's episode, I think that I should be allowed to say something that I love. And today, I love my workmate, Bev. Yes, Bev, she's lovely. Do you know what happened the other day? I was sitting at my desk, I was working away, and Bev comes running into the room, and she's carrying a book. And she says, listen to this, let me read you this. And she starts to read. And I realise that she's reading one of my poems, and she's got one of my books in her hand. And so she's reading one of my poems, and well, it was kind of cool and rather nice of her. And here's a little bit of her reading it.
We're all stars today, in our own way. We're all stars today, that's correct. You're more likely to win if you're balmy, or if you have some significant kind of defect. There's no reason for you to be boring, to sit down, or so rudely to yawn. If you're going to lie back and do nothing, then you might as well show them that show them your horn. There's no rules for the way we're behaving, but sometimes it's best to ad-lib. Still, when you're going to tea with a lady, I suggest that you best wear a bib. Yes, today, we're all stars in our lunchtimes. I'm not the type who is brim full of shame. Would my autograph underwear thrill you? Because I'd happily sign you my name. We're all stars in our own way. We're all stars today. This is true. In the past, we were just not respected. You were one of the great unwashed few. But nowadays, you're regarded with envy, and you're treated like royalty. Hooray! It doesn't make you an angel or perfect. It doesn't mean that you'll never stray. But the best rule to learn is just do it. Don't let anyone tell you you're wrong. There's a fan club set up in your honour. It is somewhere you'll feel you belong. Yes, today, we're all stars over dinner, yet we sit on our big fat behinds, telling people how famous we all are, when we are clearly all out of our minds.
Oh, that's a good poem, that.
It's excellent.
Don't know who wrote that one.
Yeah, it's excellent.
Thank you. Now that's the sort of praise I love. So thank you, Bev, for your rendition of my poem. That was very nice of you. Thanks again, Bev, for making me smile. We're looking forward to having you back on the show for more chitter chat in the future.
Oh, no, don't. Oh, no, you wicked man, you wicked man. Oh, darling, what are you saying? I'm trying to sleep. Oh dear. He's talking in his sleep again, I think. Oh, golly. No, I won't have you hurting my friends. How dare you? No, give me that gun. Give me that gun. Darling. Damius, darling, you're talking in your sleep. How dare you try and hurt them? How dare you try and hurt them? I'll not let you do that. I'll not let you do that at all. Darling, what's he saying? Gosh, something about a gun? Something about friends being hurt? I don't know what... No. Damius, wake up now. I won't have you hurting Paul or any of the others. I'll stop you, I will. Darling, wake up. What? Oh, what? No. Don't. Oh. What's going on? Oh, Bettina, what are you doing? Why are you shaking me? Darling, you were talking in your sleep again. Oh, I'm so sorry, Bettina. Oh dear, I think I need to speak to Cromitty. Ever since he hypnotised me, I've been having these awful dreams. Damius, are you sure they're dreams? I don't know what you mean, my dear. Or do you remember them? What's happening in the dreams? No, I don't. No, it's just bad dreams, that's all. Well, if you're sure, dear, if you're sure. It sounded quite distressing. Well, yes, I was fighting with somebody. I don't remember any more. Yes, dear, just fighting in your dreams. Of course, yes. Should I go and sleep on the sofa? No, darling, you'll be fine. I'll just put my earplugs in. I've got earplugs, it's fine. Sorry, I was just worried that you were distressed, and I hope you won't have any more dreams. No, I don't think so. I must speak to Cromitty, though. I think it would be a good idea, yes. Hello, Cromitty. It's me, Damius.
Oh, hello, Damius. How are you? I hear that you have been sleeping, and yet now you're having bad dreams.
Yes, I'm afraid so. I don't know if you can do any more for me, or whether you should undo the hypnotism, or I don't know.
Well, we want you to sleep, don't we? So, I think that we have solved some of the problems, but we seem to have uncovered more problems. But you don't remember what the dream is?
I'm afraid I don't.
Well, if you like, I could regress you and help you remember.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. What do you think?
Well, it might help.
All right then, Cromitty, if you think so.
Yes. Okay. So close your eyes and just concentrate on my voice.
All right, Cromitty, I'm concentrating.
Okay. Now, Damius, I want you to sleep. I want you to rest. Just rest and sleep and rest and concentrate. And I want you to look into your dreams. I want you to remember. Have you had some bad dreams? Tell me, where are you in your dreams? Do you hear me, Damius?
Oh, yes, I hear you.
Good. So do you remember your bad dreams?
I'm on a staircase, and that man, he's trying to hurt my friends, and I want to stop him, and I try to appeal to him, but he won't listen, and he has a gun, and well, I must stop him. No. Oh dear, no.
Damius, don't get yourself worried. Oh dear. Damius, please wake up now.
Oh, my head. Oh no.
Oh dear. Don't worry. Well, maybe you just want to rest, and we can try again in a minute.
I don't think I want to. I don't think I want to try again. Let's just see how things go.
Well, Damius, you seem to have remembered something about a man on the stairs and a fight and...
I'm sorry, Cromitty, the reception's breaking up. It must be the internet connection. I think I'm going to have to go now. I'll speak to you again soon.
Damius. How very strange.
Oh dear, I'm remembering some things I don't want to remember. No, I must just forget those things. They never even happened. No, they never happened.
Cromitty, what's going on? Oh, sorry, Yeti Uncle John, I was just thinking. You're just sitting there in front of the computer with the screen all blank. What's going on? Oh, you see, I was talking on Skype to Damius, and he's been having bad dreams. I was trying to help him. Oh, yes, with your hypnotism. Yes. So he's been having bad dreams, and I was trying to identify them and work out what they were. Something about a fight, and anyway, it just made me feel a bit strange. What he was saying, what is it, Cromitty? No, I'm sure it was nothing. Nothing at all. Dear, I just hope he doesn't stress himself out. Well, you know, he's got a few months to get used to the idea of getting married, hasn't he? Oh dear. Oh, he's not having second thoughts. No, of course not. Those two are made for one another. They love one another. Yes, I know that. Oh dear. Don't be so sensitive. Well, you know. Well, these things are important.
Hello, Paul. It's me, Ick, calling from space. How are you?
Hi, Ick. It's me, Paul. I'm good. Yes.
What's happening down there? Is there any more news on the wedding of Bettina and Damius?
Well, I think they've set a date. All they'll say, though, is episode 300.
Oh, golly. They're going to get married then, are they?
Yes, but... so that'll probably be late this year or very early the next.
Well, you know what you're like. You do so many episodes and you do them so quickly.
Well, sometimes I do. So yes, there's been that. Damius has had a bit of attack of the nerves. Cromitty's been trying to help him, but, well, he did a bit of hypnosis, and that seemed to help him sleep, but he started having bad dreams now.
Oh dear. Cromitty's hypnosis can be very useful. Although, as we both know, hypnotism can be used for evil too.
Yes, I do know that because, I don't think anyone will forget what Zap did to me that time.
Absolutely, Paul. Well, he's long gone. Or so everybody tells me.
Yes, Ick. I mean, what we know, your whole experience over Christmas with hearing Zap, that was just somebody being cruel. I don't know. It may have been a plan that Zap came up with before he died.
Well, I don't know. I guess I should have realised it's hard to know in this show. Sometimes there are ghosts, sometimes there aren't ghosts.
Well, yes, but sometimes there are also naughty people trying to do naughty things, including pretending to be ghosts.
I guess so. Oh dear. I'm beginning to think you're right though, Paul. Maybe it is safer if we all stick together.
I think so. I really do, Ick. Does that mean you might be coming back to Earth soon?
You know what? I think it might do.
Have you done enough travelling yet?
Oh, I'm worn out. I've done so much travelling, I need another holiday.
Dear, I know what you mean. I feel the same quite often.
Ah, Paul.
It'll be good to have you back here, if that's what you think you're ready to do.
Well, Paul, I'll let you know. It's good to hear more about Bettina and Damius anyway. It's all very convenient that this all happened around the time of your Valentine's episode.
Isn't it just? Well, you know, love is in the air.
Oh yes, love is in the air.
Don't worry, listeners, we won't sing.
Oh, we should do though.
No, maybe not. When I get back to Earth, huh? when you get back to Earth, we can sing whatever you want.
Great. Oh, good. Oh, I'm quite looking forward to it now.
Yeah, the listeners may beg to differ.
Oh, Paul, you're so cheeky.
The Vicar of St. Nicholas is called Nick Nichols. Yes, the Vicar of St. Nichols is called... Yes, the Vicar of... Yes, the Vicar of St. Nichols... No. Yes, the Vicar of St. Nicholas does have... No. Yes, the Vicar of St. Nicholas is called Nick Nichols. Nick Nichols, the Vicar of St. Nicholas. Gosh, that's quite a tongue twist. That's quite a... No, I'm not going to say tongue twist. We might do Tappy and Bettina. Maybe we'll do them briefly on the phone, and then we might as well do them as if they're in the same room.
Yeah, boy, if I ever want to wake up in the morning, I should just pretend to be Aunt Tappy. I feel all revived.
That's good.
Let me get some more coffee.
Maybe you should do that in the morning when you're...
That's what I'm thinking.
Have a conversation with yourself. Somewhere between November and January.
During this conversation, would it be okay to acknowledge that it's Valentine's Day?
I gotta go now! Bye! Gotta go! Bye!
This show is part of the Pride 48 network. Find more shows over at pride48.com.
Oh, such mysteries.
Yeti. He's crazy.
Oh, yippee.
I have a voice. I have a voice.
You have a voice.
You have a voice. We have a voice.
We have a voice.
Unique voices in podcasting.
UnivazPods.net.
Oh, I've got such good news. I've booked a date. The date for the wedding is booked. Oh, darling, fantastic. That's wonderful. Oh, goodness. And when is that date? Well, I don't want to say anything until I know for sure, but, well, it's going to be on episode 300. Oh, darling, so we don't have an exact date. Oh, yes, we do. Yes. That's an exact date. Episode 300 is a date. It'll probably be November or December or January. Well, I suppose at least that means we've got plenty of time to prepare. Gosh, we'll have to let them all know at the Shy Life podcast, won't we? Oh, yes, definitely. Oh, you made me such a happy man, Bettina. Oh, I'm so glad, darling. I am so glad. Oh, dear. Oh, golly, how exciting. Oh, dear. Yes. Oh, well, I've got to go and buy myself a new suit. Darling, that's a bit soon, isn't it? Oh, you never know how long it's going to take. I might buy a suit and then I need to have things taken in or let out. Who knows? Well, I've decided who I want to give me away. I know that for sure. Oh, yes? Who would that be? Would it be Paul or Ick? Oh, no, darling. No, somebody else. Go on, you can tell me. Well, I'll have to ask him first. But I'm going to ask Jay the Horn Club if he'd give me away. Oh, yes. That would be lovely, dear. Yes. Anyway, I better get down the tailor's. I'll see you in a bit. All right, darling. All right, yes. Oh, dear. Gosh, he's a quick worker. Oh, yes. Oh, dear. Bettina, I hope you made the right decision. Oh, dear. It just worries me that those dreams he was having. I wonder, could he be the one who put Zap down the stairs? But no, he wasn't there. Or was he? Oh, it's very confusing. Very confusing indeed. And ultimately, do I care? Zap was an evil man. Zap was going to kill somebody. Zap was intending to kill someone. And if it was Damius who fought with him and caused him to fall down the stairs, then he's a hero. He probably is an actual hero. Effectively, he's saved one of our friends from dying. What if Zap had shot Paul? Or what if Zap had shot Toppy or Untappy or Comedy or any of our friends? Oh dear. Oh golly. I love him. I love Damius. Yes, that's the main thing. I must remember that. I love Damius. Damius is going to be my husband.
and I'll stand by him through thick and thin. Oh, yes, I will. Yes, Bettina, you do that. Yes, definitely. Silly lady, you silly thing, you. Oh, dear. Oh, damn, yes. 1,000,000 kisses, 1,000,001 kisses, sweetheart. Oh, dear. Oh.
You take care, won't you? Okay. Bye-bye for now. Thanks for listening. Bye now. Bye-bye.
Oh, darling, darling. 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 Oh, darling, darling.
All right, I'll be right back.